Hello, lovers of love and light. Welcome back to my channel. We are watching Love is Blind. I have watched this series before overnight quickly and I took some notes. I will be looking at my notes as well. So I thought I'd watch it again and see if my original points still stand. Sometimes when you watch for the second time, you see something different. So I want to give you an in-depth reaction and review. So yeah, let's watch together. Also, if you are new to my channel, please consider liking this video and also subscribing. I'm trying to grow my channel to at least 1,000 subscribers by October. I don't know when this video is going to be posted, but hopefully it should be before September 2024. October 2024. So please consider to help me grow my channel so I can bring you more videos like this. All right, let's watch.
I feel like I have a very maternal side to me, so I would love to settle down, have a family of my own, and just, in reality, just to be chosen.
Hello.
Hi.
She wanted a man to take the lead in some ways. So I have a sense that maybe she has been in a relationship that was exhausting for her, where she had to carry the emotional load in the relationship. But she's saying that she wants to be chosen. She's got a maternal side to her. So perhaps that hasn't come out in the other relationships that she's had in the past. So yeah, let's see how her relationships evolve. She's now meeting Bobby for the first time, I think.
So what do you think the most important thing is to you in a relationship?
For me, it's someone that I can really vibe with and connect with on all levels. And someone that is also a friend, you know. I'm very caring, very empathetic.
That was a very good question asked by Jazz. What is the most important thing in a relationship? Empathy, he mentioned, and I think anytime somebody talks about empathy, that is, to me, I feel is someone who has that and also needs that in his relationships. And he may have been brought up like that and may have experienced relationships that perhaps didn't have a lot of empathy and he needed that, or maybe he didn't practice empathy in his relationships and now maybe he's ready to do that. So that is something maybe to look out for when you are dating. If somebody speaks of empathy, it could be a number of things, you know, why that person wants the empathy. I mean, it is what makes the world go round anyway, at least what I believe makes the world go round, in the sense of creating healthy relationships. You have to have empathy, you know, and express that empathy for yourself and the people around you. So yeah, I'm wondering how Bobby was raised, what sort of environment he was raised. Was he raised with a lot of empathy, or was it lacking and now he wants it in his life? So yeah, but good answer.
I'm a single mother, raised by my mom.
Yeah.
I'm a real family person.
I'm so close to my mum. We're like best friends. I ideally would want to, you know, raise children in a household where our foundation is on 100.
She's saying she wants family and she wants a foundation that's 100. I don't want to assume what that means, but I think what she's talking about, she wants a very solid foundation that is maybe founded on some real strong values. I wonder what values she's bringing. She seems to be receiving Bobby's answer quite well, of empathy and family, and also Bobby just mentioned that he was raised by a single mother. So I wonder if she's thinking, I want us both to be there, because she was asking about, you work in cruise ships, and so that means you're traveling for a living. So does that mean you're going to be staying around? I mean, you're going to be around to raise your family. I think that's what she's sort of trying to drive home, that's what I'm looking for, so that Bobby can be real with what he wants. Is he going to keep traveling the world, or is he going to come and build that solid 100 foundation that Jez is looking for?
Because at the end of the day, they're going to learn our dynamics.
Mine and yours, you mean?
Yeah.
I guess what she's saying, the foundation of the solid relationship that she's looking for is founded on a mouthful, founded on the dynamics. So what he's bringing and what she's bringing, and he's kind of like, yeah, our dynamics. So yeah, I hope that they can really dig into those dynamics and you know, let them really come out and play out in that relationship. and find a way to make them work, because people say things at the beginning of a relationship, but to actually put it in practice can be a little bit challenging, because both of you are definitely coming with different backgrounds and different dynamics that you have learned in your life and in your childhood. And so there seems to be a nice flow of energy here, so I quite like that. What did I say in my notes? Natural flow. It felt comfortable. They seemed comfortable. Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm still seeing here today while watching it again. Bouncing back from each other, blah, blah, blah. So it seems like a nice little connection here.
Being in the room with Jasmine is just a really trusting environment. She's super caring. I feel like I can be myself, and she does share the same qualities in terms of what I'm looking for in a potential wife.
So in Bobby's confessional, he seems to be, really liking Jazz, that they have similar values and qualities that he's looking for in the marriage. So I think this is one that's going to go far. Well, we'll see, I suppose. But yeah, that's a good start, isn't it?
I had a date with Bobby, and they went really well. Even they had a really, really good date with Sam. But something's telling me it's just not a good.
So previously I had said that Jazz is not buying what Sam's selling. Yeah, I wonder if she is picking up on the fact that Sam is selling too much of himself, and maybe just talk, no action. And she's come from a history of maybe over functioning in relationships. So Bobby perhaps comes across as more caring and more relaxed and more dense. That'll be the theme for this season. Dense. We want a dense relationship. We want substance, and earthy and solidness. And that 100% solidness that she's talking about. So well, let's see what happens.
I've been single since 2012. My only serious relationship ended then. That hit me quite hard. It's been hard to kind of open up properly since then. Yeah, I do believe in love. But I just haven't had much luck.
Benaiah says that he's been single since 2012, did he say? Or 10? A long time. I'm just thinking about someone who takes that amount of time being single. I have had pockets of being single over my lifespan, and I'm only just, a certain age old. So Benaiah comes across to me as somebody who would have taken that time for himself and really just trying to figure out what he wants. Whether he's found that or not, I guess we'll have to see, and perhaps we'll never know as well. So let's see what happens. Oh, another thing Benaiah said was that he's been single for that long and therefore it's hard to open up. I wonder what that means for him. I can kind of sort of think, it could be hard to open up to people because maybe he hasn't been in a relationship for that long. And he doesn't know how to connect with people, because I guess, connection is maybe sort of a muscle that, an invisible muscle that a neurological muscle that you exercise as you are interacting with people. And so maybe he's basically just saying, I'm a little bit out of touch with that. I think that's what he could be meaning. Yeah, because I wrote down, what does that mean? Hard to open up to people. Yeah, so I suppose, if you think about it for yourself, if you were just working, well, I guess, if he's working with other people, then he's still interacting with people on a social level, but he's not connecting. I suppose it depends on the job that he does, but it's not every day that you connect deeply with people that you work with, but you do connect deeply with your family and your partner, right? So, and even the way you connect with your family is completely different from the way you connect with somebody that you are in a romantic relationship with. In general, that is. So I don't know what other people get around to, but generally that's how it is. So I can kind of empathize with that nerves that nervous energy of having to actually put himself into such an experiment to actually connect with someone and open up. I can imagine how difficult that would be for him. And now looking back at what I've seen so far about him, how he sort of struggled to open up and actually express his feelings for Nicole, it makes sense that he's maybe a little bit out of touch and just unsure of how to express that love and that connection that he felt for her. But at the same time, could it be more like maybe that he didn't actually know what he wants and he's not really connecting and as much as he thinks he is? I don't know. We'll never know. We don't know these people. But yeah, we're just having fun.
You look after your mental capacity, then it will impact your emotional capacity, which will then in turn affect your physical. It's like there's so much greater than us, and we are just lucky to be here.
Yeah, the chances of our existence.
There is a connection brewing here between these two, but I do wonder about how deep it really is. I'm a spiritual person myself. I believe in the universe and I have believed in God before. And I do believe in God in some ways that, God is around and in me. I just don't believe in organized religion. What I've noticed in my experience is that when you meet another spiritual person, you can both be pulled towards that spiritual connection that's got to do with the abstract, with the world at large, and these belief systems, and it's far away, it's all the way there and around you, but not here. And I wish that they could just come, speak about all of that, those beliefs, and connect on all those body, mind, spirit, whatnot, meditating, whatnot. But what does it what does it mean for them? Can they go a little bit deeper on some real spiritual experiences on an individual level rather than what the world needs? Nicole was talking about how we're so lucky to be here. It feels like we're star seeds. She didn't say star seeds, but that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And it feels far away, even though it's right. And I understand that. I completely get that and I connect with that. But you're still an individual, you're not just part of the collective. So where is Nicole in that? And I wonder if Nicole is also just sort of, I've got this sense, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Again, it's also edited, so I would never know. But my intuition tells me that Nicole is reflecting what she sees. She's almost mirroring what she's receiving from these men and not really bringing herself out to meet these people. Which it's not a bad thing because, whatever she's mirroring, she probably holds within herself as well. And that's why I think maybe there's some detachment there, emotional distance in Nicole, because Sam is emotionally, seems anyway, emotionally divorced from himself. He's very distant, quite avoidant and very out there, sort of not even objective. He's just kind of feels like he's floating. And I feel like Nicole is falling for all the talk, Sam's, sales pitch, because she is connecting with a avoidant part of herself, avoiding of those emotions. So yeah, I do like that there is that spiritual connection they have, but I just wish they could go a little bit deeper, these two.
You live sort of nomadic lifestyle. Are you settled with your partner somewhere, or?
I'll just be off and they'll be at home. I'd like a base, but with the travelling, it's an element of escapism.
I just want to pause here and talk about the question that Nicole just asked. She wants to know about his traveling. Are you going to be settling at some point, or are you just going to be traveling? And they had a little moment, but that's cute. And when he goes to answer, Nicole is moved forward like that, and she's really listening intently. And I think Nicole wants to know but I wish that Nicole could just say, well, I want my partner to be at home. This is what I would like. Ideally, this is what I would like. I think that look in her face was kind of sort of hoping for maybe a different answer. I don't think she was disappointed, because I think at the end of the day, Nicole is going to always I don't know if this is true, but it feels like at the end of the day, Nicole is just going to accept whatever because Nicole is also seems to be floating a little bit. But yeah, she does wake up in the end. I'm sure you guys have already seen this show as well, and you're coming here just to get some analysis of what could be happening. So I'm not really spoiling anything, but it's annoying because I have seen what happens. So yeah, it's weird to kind of go to the future and be here at the same time. Anyway, yeah, so I just wonder what Nicole wants. You know, I wish she could say this is what I'm looking for. And she's asking the question, which, you know, I think could mean that she wants that. She wants somebody who would stay home. I don't know. Although she does also say that she wants to experience life, and she kind of likes the way Benaiah has had an unconventional kind of lifestyle. And I think she says that she also feels that that's her deep down, even though she's got a corporate job. So yeah, we'll see.
That took its toll, I think, in terms of self-confidence, self-worth. Now I'm at a very good stage.
I appreciate you telling me.
You've gone very deep there.
That's very deep, isn't it? It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very deep. But can you handle it, Nicole? Can you actually handle it? Because all you said was, thanks for telling me. And that's all. That's all you said. And Benaiah said a lot, but at the same time he didn't, because he didn't elaborate on anything. He gave you a synopsis of how his life has been and where he is right now, where he's come from, where he is. He said that traveling is it's an escapism for him. What is he escaping from? And he kind of alludes to the fact that he had a difficult childhood, something there about lack of confidence, lack of self-worth that he had to rebuild. It sounds like he's been rebuilding. And yes, it's only the second date, but he's sharing these things with you, Nicole. Ask the questions. I would have said, I would have said something along the lines of, it sounds like you've had a very challenging experience in your life, and I'd be curious to know what made you lose your self-worth, or self-confidence. Can you share a little bit about how difficult your childhood was? Just to have like the actual, what is it? Was he adopted? Was it a difficult, not that being adopted is bad, but when you grow up being adopted. I just had technical problems, so I don't even know what I was saying. Lost my train of thought. I should have listened to what I was saying, but just looking at where I've stopped, I think I was talking about Benaiah's past and why, was I talking about being adopted? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being adopted, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. So basically with these two, I just wish that Nicole could share more about herself, what spirituality means for her, and she could bring out a lot more from Benaiah. I think they're talking on this sort of woo-woo level, which there's nothing wrong with that, but go a little bit deeper. Woo-woo doesn't mean that it's not deep. It can be, but you need to just bring it down into the heart space, right? In here somewhere, and not just in the mind. So I feel like at the moment they're just connecting on this sort of worldview type connection. What did I write? I wrote that I'm not really sure about their chemistry and what's sort of holding them together. Is it just the spiritual side of things? Maybe I'm missing something, guys. Comment down below if you're seeing something that I'm probably not seeing. But I feel like there is a connection, but they could go a little bit deeper. This is a great thing for them to have as a point of interest, I suppose, spirituality. Yeah, so I just said I'm not connecting with them. I'm connecting with them from that sort of spiritual side of things. I would love to have a conversation with these people, just chat, about worldviews and things like that. When I've had conversations with my friends on spirituality or just things that we see happening and evolution of people and, how lucky we are to be here. We're only small, the universe is vast, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying that that's what they're talking about, but I didn't get any more to know what exactly they were talking about. Again, it's also edited. So when I have a chat with my friends, we talk about all of that stuff, but we always bring it to the everyday things that we do, to who we are and how we see ourselves within those beliefs and those ideas and ideologies and, and philosophy of life. So that's the bit I'm missing. That's all I'm saying. So I hope I'm not shooting them down and you guys are probably seeing something that I'm not. So if you are, please let me know down below.
The kind of life I envision with Benaiah is a free, liberating life. I admired the way he carries himself in conversation, the way he thinks.
She's envisioning a life with Benaiah. Is that too early to use such words? But maybe she's just saying that if I were to be with him, I can see him fitting in my life in this way, which is, I suppose that's fine. But I feel like this woman is in the clouds. I don't know why I can't shake that feeling. But yeah, it could be that she's in the clouds or she's just trying to see, if I were to have a life with him, this is what I envision. So there's nothing wrong with that. But also she's saying that she likes the way he thinks. In relation to what about you, Nicole? Because I didn't see that. Also, something about, what did she say? I'm going to nitpick here, guys. I'm just going to go back and just listen to that again.
Free, liberating life. I admired the way he carries himself.
She's talking about free, liberating freedom. There's freedom and there's liberation. These are big words. What are you being liberated from, Nicole? What is it in your life, your 9 to 5, that is keeping you hostage and locked up? Is it that? Is it past life, childhood stuff? What is it that you want to be free from? Why do you want the freedom? I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing these big, beautiful words, and I love hearing that stuff because I like big thoughts. But what does it mean for you when you say freedom? Like she did mention about her 9 to 5 job and she'd like to be free. I suppose maybe that's what she's wanting. But we want to hear more of that, Nicole. Please give us more, baby girl. You've got it. I can see it in her. She's got the right goods, but she's not connecting with them and she's not sharing them with us. Maybe she is a Mars and Scorpio like me, doesn't tend to like to share a lot of herself publicly. So maybe there's the nerves of being recorded. Who knows? All right, let me leave it here.
You've got a lot of, good character.
I mean, like I was with you, I love the energy. That's why I obviously like to see you again.
Yeah.
Second date. It feels there's a friendship more than there is chemistry. That friendship building, right? It's a good foundation and I love that. And then build the intimacy. But I want them to get to the intimacy, to attach a little bit to each other. At the moment, they're not attaching to each other. They're just over here. I like this. I'm spiritual this way. I like unconventional. I want to be free and liberated, blah, blah, blah. Benaiah tried. He did talk about having a different childhood and self-worth, but he didn't go deeper. He put himself out there. But unless it was lost in the edit, I didn't see Nicole asking anything. If I was Benaiah, I would just feel like, yeah, she's heard me. She's listened to me because she likes what I like, but she didn't tap into the things that I was saying about myself and go deeper. And it's not her job to do that, but it is a date. So you want somebody that will be interested in asking and knowing because you want to feel safe to attach to them. So at the moment, and I think that's why we're going to see him struggling to express his feelings to her, because if she was a little bit more warmer, right, more connected with herself, she would be asking the right questions that would get Benaiah to be more open, which then will get Benaiah to be more expressive and maybe put his foot down and say, this is the girl that I want, and not us seeing what we've seen happen. It hasn't happened yet, but but it's gonna happen. Yeah, anyway, let's move along.
And I hear her voice, I do get excited, and yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully cementing a connection.
He gets excited thinking about Nicole. Just watching him, I'm smiling because I feel like that's real and that's genuine for him. But unless we've missed it in the edit, I didn't see it further. I think what he's talking about is that the fact that they're connecting on that friendship level and they've got that spiritual connection. And I guess we're going to leave it there. I hope you've enjoyed this review. I am doing them quite slow, so bear with me as we just go along and trot along. I don't know how many of these videos are going to be there, but just join me as we do it. Leave a comment down below if you think I'm way off. As I said, I do not know these people. I'm just looking at a TV show that's being edited and speaking my mind. I do enjoy doing this because I love love and I love relationships. I love helping people work on healthy relationships. Also, guys, I am trying to grow my channel. I don't know how many subscribers I have by now. Hopefully I've grown a little bit. I've only had 200 for some time now. I have not been doing a lot of work on this channel anyway, so I'm really starting to do some more content, and hopefully that will help grow the channel anyway. So please consider subscribing and helping me grow, because I want to keep doing some more videos like this. And yeah, I'll be very forever grateful if you did subscribe. Thank you. Like and share as well, and I will see you in my next review. Love and light to you. Mwah. Bye.